CBS News out with a poll this week. 76% of Americans say they support this war if it lasts just days or weeks, and that's the plan. 76% after 4 years of foreign policy from a president who had absolutely no idea what was going on. Do you remember this?
Mr. President, to Iran in this moment.
Don't.
What's the message to Iran?
Don't.
As President Biden said, just don't.
Exactly. One word. Pretty straightforward.
Okay, so don't. Joe Biden, Kamala, Joe said don't, which is exactly what someone struggling with dementia. That's how somebody like that would answer a question like that, because Joe was unable to articulate anything else, and he still is, and it's getting worse, and we'll show you tonight. But we had a one-word foreign policy with Iran because he couldn't think of anything else. Think about that. And while Joe Biden said don't, Iran most certainly did for 4 years. And then along came Donald Trump, who never lied to the American people about what he was going to do with Iran if he was reelected.
Somebody criticized me the other day because they asked me what I'd do, and I said, I'm going to bomb the of them. It's true. I don't care. I don't care.
The difference between Joe Biden and Donald Trump, and there are many differences, many. Donald Trump tells you exactly what he's going to do, whether you like it or not. It's up to you to vote for him, I suppose. And this week, Donald Trump once again proved that he will not only be the peace through strength president, but the strength through strength president, compared to Joe Biden, who was the war through weakness president, literally war through weakness every day. Do you remember when Joe Biden told Russia that they could actually attack Ukraine? He said that.
Russia will be held accountable if it invades, and it depends on what it does. It's one thing if it's a minor incursion and then we end up having a fight about what to do and not do, etc.
A minor incursion. Why doesn't the legacy media ever play sound bites like that? Vladimir Putin invaded Ukraine a month later, and that minor incursion, that Joe Biden minor incursion, has cost more than 1 million lives and counting because of Joe Biden's weakness. And the war in Ukraine is now in calendar year number 5, and it's become another endless war and another forever war that's cost the United States billions of dollars and counting, but the left never want to talk about that. Instead, they are already calling the war in Iran a forever war. A forever war after 6 days. I hope it doesn't come to that. But think about that. If we're talking about this in 6 months, fine, we can have the conversation. If we're talking about it in 6 weeks, we can have the conversation. But 6 days?
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.